There is this concept that a lot of people in Japan are believing, or it's famous, or it's big belief in Japan, which is called Kotodama in Japanese. I can't describe or explain that in detail in English, so I would just explain it in an easy way. But Kotodama means like word has magical spiritual power. When I look it up, it says like word spirit. Like word has some sort of like, it's just powerful, it's huge, it has really big impact on our lives in this world. So how you use it is really crucial. And I personally believe that word has huge impact and huge power. Even it can change our lives, because our thoughts, our perspective, our like subconscious or our communication is always relying on words. Does that make sense? Like without words, we can't think anything, we can't write, we can't communicate. Word is almost like everything, right? In our lives, and how you use it. And in this video, I want to talk about importance of how you talk, how you speak to yourself or to others. As I learn about words or some sort of spiritual things, I always hear that our subconscious or our brain, I don't know which one, but our subconscious or our brain cannot distinguish like who you are talking to. Does that make sense? It always thinks that you are talking to yourself. For example, if you are speaking negatively to others, our subconscious think that you are saying these negative things. You are actually saying that to others, but our subconscious think you are saying these things to yourself. So they can't tell you who you are talking to. It always thinks that you are talking to yourself. And subconscious always like remember or pile up these things in our subconscious. So if you speak negatively to others or to yourself, it will pile up as negative thing in your subconscious. And your subconscious has huge, our subconscious has huge power. So, and it almost shapes our reality. So law of attraction is based on the power of our subconscious. So it's really powerful. It has huge impact on our lives. And then negative attracts negative, and it's vice versa. So if good attracts good things, and word is just an energy. So how you use it, it's up to you. You can use it in a bad way, or you can use it in a good way. So I used to beat the heck out of myself, and when I did that, I was beating myself up by saying bad things, negative things to myself, and speaking to myself negatively or bad things. Now that I think about it, I cannot believe that I said these like really bad things to myself, and of course consequence of doing that will be bad. Does that make sense? And it was really bad. It was really a hard times. But thanks to that experience that I used to beat the heck out of myself, I realized the importance of how I talk, how you talk, how you speak to yourself or to others, or the power of word. And Kotodama is real. I was losing confidence completely. It was gone. There wasn't the word confidence or confident or believe in myself in my dictionary at that time, at that version of myself, because I was beating myself up and I could barely trust myself. But After I realized the importance of how I speak, how I talk to myself, how I speak to myself and others, or word I use on a daily basis, I started to say positive things to myself and always be aware of how I talk to others. And first time I did that in first phase, trying to speak positively or say positive things to myself, it felt weird and it almost felt like I'm embarrassed. But I have been working on it to speak positive to myself, to others. But since then, I realized that I am getting confident day by day, and I get to trust myself again, and I get to speak to others in positive ways, because I used to speak to myself negative ways, so I kind of did that to others because it kind of became one of my habits to talk negatively, speak negatively to everyone. Thanks to that experience, or thanks to that moment of my life, I realized that word has huge impact in our lives, in your life, in my life, and Kotodama is real. How you talk to others and to yourself, how you speak to yourself to others is crucial, and it's up to you to use it in a good way or in a bad way. And good energy attracts good things, good energy, but negative energy attracts like negative things, negative thoughts, negative way of thinking, negative perspective, but it's vice versa. So, and it's up to you. You get to decide how you use it. So be always aware that how you speak to others and to yourself, and try to speak positive to yourself. And things cannot change instantly on this planet, so it's okay that sometimes you speak to yourself or to others negatively, because it's totally valid, because you are doing it for the entire time or a lot of times. So the key is consistency. You need to keep trying, keep working on it. Then it will eventually change. Be aware of how you speak to yourself, to others, and what word do you use on a daily basis, and try to speak positively to yourself and to others. Yeah, Kotodama is real. Kotodama is crucial. Word has huge impact, huge power than we think. It is crucial. So, yep.